y'all, I'm Ashley here on Talking Books with Ashley, here to talk to you about this month's book of the True Crime Book of the Month. I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. Michelle McNamara is the one that gave the Golden State Killer his moniker, the Golden State Killer. He killed people in the 70s, 80s, and 90s in California. Keyword, the Golden State. He started out, sexual assault warning, he started out by raping and murdering, and it was usually just one woman, and then it went to couples, and he expanded all over pretty much all the northern part of Southern California, if I'm not mistaken. This is her book that she started writing before she passed away. If you don't know, Michelle McNamara died in her sleep, I think around 35 years old, like 2016, and her writing partners decided to go ahead and finish the book with the permission of her husband, Patton Oswalt, who's a comedian. And I have actually read this before. This is my second time. It's a reread for me, but I wanted to reread it for doing this because I really loved the book. It's part true crime, part memoir. Like, it tells the story of the Golden State Killer and his horrible passage through California, and also Michelle's, how she become obsessed with him and his story and finding him, and how it wove into her life, the threads that she went through, and the obsession that one woman's obsessive search for the Golden State Killer, her obsession with finding him, and how it affected her family and her friends. And it really was a very good book. Like, I work at a police department. I'm sitting at the police department reading, and it is creepy because this guy, what he would do was just creepy. He would stake out, and if you know who he is, at one time he was a police department in this area, and that just even creepier. So I really enjoyed rereading and listening to the story and listening to the drama. No, I don't want to call it drama because murder is not drama. The horrible crimes. I enjoyed listening to the horrible crimes. And it's hard sometimes to be a fan of true crime because you don't want to be like, yeah, I like listening to people. I like listening to how people got murdered, but it's because it's not the murder itself that I like. It's all of it. I don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy true crime. Not gonna try to explain it, but if you have never read it, I would really go recommend it. I like her writing, and then there's pieces in here of who she calls the kid that took over at some point, and her writing partners, and she talks about the detectives who tried to solve it. She talks to the detectives who tried to solve it. She talks to victims that were not murdered, just raped. She talks to a lot of different people involved, and the police claim that this is no way helpful to their case on solving it, and it might never, have made any dent on help them solving this murder, but it come out, and then not long after he was caught. So that's all I'll say. I would have liked to seen her perspective on him being caught. And there is the news article from several different people after he was caught about, that they had put in this book. And I appreciate that they've updated it to talk about, her husband, Patton Oswalt, has has a chapter in the back about how he thinks she would feel him being caught. It's good. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, please leave them down below. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see y'all later. Bye.